So continuing with the chapters what we actually saw the previous session. Now we'll see some technical things. Okay. Say suppose suppose all the discussions, the proposal has been approved, kickoff meeting is done, everything is set now. Next, we need to start the project. When we're starting the project, first thing what you have to do is you have to read the SOP thoroughly. Why? Because everything, whatever we need to work on the project will be given in the SOP. So we know that SOP means standard operating procedure, right? That means step by step, all the details will be given in. What if you want to change something in the SOP? That you don't have to worry. It's not that always everything will be 100% perfect in the beginning. Sometimes after you work on something, somewhere in the middle also, there might be some changes where the client might tell that, no, we don't require this. You have changed our mind, we have to change some reports, okay, the flow or something, okay. So that time, we will be working on another SOP, then we call it as version. Did you see that? There'll be version 1, version 2, it goes on like that. That's why you have to mention the version number there, and you should follow this very strictly. Why? Because if there are any changes and if you're not maintained that, if you do any changes and client will come back and say, no, I didn't tell only, then what will you do? You will be in the trouble, right? So always when you actually try to work on a project, make sure that you have that versions. That will work. Okay, when you work on the project, we'll try to work on it. Now, let's understand data and analytics. Say, first of all, if you want to understand the data, let's go here. See, data understanding, only after understanding the business do we move to the data. So first, we need to understand the complete project, complete the requirement, complete the setup, complete the the dashboard and the reports, whatever is required. Then only you have to go and check the data whether all the reports which the SOP is mentioning can be done with the data what we have. Okay. Data sources, tables, rows and columns, data types, primary keys, relationship, dimensions and measures, transactional data, master data, historical data, and data quality. All this we need to study and make sure that the SOP mentions all the reports, and to create all the reports, all the data are available. If there is no columns, no records, some data is actually mismatching or missing, we should immediately inform the concerned person. It can be our senior, or it can be client, or whoever it is. After you start the project, after 1 week, if you go and tell that no, this column is not there, then again you will be in problem. So what you have to do, you have to first understand all the reports which we are trying to create is available. The data is available to create these reports. If everything is fine, then only should go about to start the project. Okay. So business first, data second. So you have to understand the business. So where do we get all this? We get in SOP. Or we can go to proposal also. Okay. Why not proposal? Because proposal is something where we propose. There might be some changes as well, right? So SOP is what is the right thing what you have to consider. Data cleaning, raw data to analysis ready data. So why do we do this data cleaning? Data cleaning is always necessary because suppose if you want to create some reports, we need to structure my data. When I want to structure the data, say missing values, duplicate records, incorrect data types, inconsistent formats, invalid values, outliers, blank records, incorrect categories, date problems, text cleaning, data validation, and there are more other list what you can actually make. Most common thing is missing values and duplicate records. Suppose if the data is missing, then again we cannot create the reports. So all these things we should actually check first and make sure that everything is fine. Okay. So if you feel that the data is perfect, then only you should start working on the projects. Otherwise, you know what happens? Again, you create a project, You start working on a project. If something is missing, then again you will be in the problem. Okay. All right. Ask the right business questions. Say business problems, profitability is declining. Which products have low profit? Are discounts affecting profitability? So likewise, there are so many various different questions. We'll work on this. I'll just show you briefly how actually you should do that. Okay. Turn questions into KPIs. Are we profitable? How do we know that? We'll try to create some KPIs, say revenue, cost. So in one of the sessions, I had told you that usually we take the sum of sales, sum of profit as the main thing actually. When we see that sum of sales and sum of profit, they are actually in positive. So usually the profit should be in positive, then only it is profit. If it is going in negative, that means there is a loss. So how to get that? These are all by KPIs. So KPIs are nothing but key performance indicators, which we have to create. This KPIs are very much necessary for the CEO dashboards because they are more interested in the summarized values, not with the in-depth reports and all. Okay, they're least bothered about it. But some people who wants to know about individual things, individual regions, individual states, products, then they'll go to hierarchical reports. But otherwise, the executive summary, the summarized reports is what the CEO dashboard should have. Okay, right. Now what we'll do, all these, whatever is there, we'll try to work by using AI tools. We'll take one data set and we'll see how we can actually work on the data understanding. Okay. Anyways, you would have already seen in the bootcamp as well, but still, let's go here. So what I'll do, I'll take the SOP. Let's take the SOP. Okay. I'll drag this SOP and I'll put it here. So as of now, I'm just giving you an idea. That's all. We'll go in depth when we are going in the sessions. Next, I have the data. I'll go here, I'll take this data and I'll drag and drop. We'll check one by one, not give all the questions at one shot so that it will become confusing for us. So we'll say act as a senior data analyst. Okay. Then we'll say attached SOP has got all the details of the project. Okay. Please check the data and the SOP and mention if all the reports mentioned in SOP can be created using the data. Okay, I'm just giving only one task now. Let's say so what did I do now? I'm just trying to check the SOP, the reports, whatever is mentioned, and the data, whatever we have, is it matching? If there is some problem, then we have to escalate it immediately. Okay. Previously, we used to do all this manually. So we used to take the printouts and sit and we used to check all the data in Excel. Take one report one, whether the reports, whatever we want, everything is there. So this is what we used to do. Now we don't have to bother. We have the AI tools. We're checking here. Now, if you ask them, what if the company actually asked me to do this manually? Don't worry. Whatever you're getting now in the AI, same thing we'll be doing manually. That's all, nothing else. But most of the companies have already switched to AI tool. So you learn the latest things. Okay. But when you come to the actual class, there I'll be teaching you one or two reports how we can check manually also. So that you'll have that idea and experience also that how to check manually the SOP and the data as well. Okay. Say here how much time it is taking. So it is taking all the columns. It is considering all the text because here, if you see the data, it's a huge data actually. I could have taken some small project, but I don't want everything. I want like a real-time projects. Okay. The people who are already taken this complete package. People who have taken this essentials or data career accelerator also, don't worry. We can still work on this projects. Okay. So if you already finished your Excel, all the classes also, no worries. If you still want to work on more projects, you can ask me. I can give you the projects. Okay. See here. Yes, the SOP is received, inspected structure. Okay. All major reports and dashboard views in the SOP can be created from the attached data. So it is saying that there is no problem. So you can create all the reports here. Okay. But not safely from the raw data as it is. Okay. So SOP versus available data. The SOP asks for solution. So it is giving me some reports what it can be created. So it is also saying that see profit. Yes, after cleaning, some cleanings are required. See, it is also giving me the instructions where all it has to be corrected and all. So considering this, what we can do is we can try to work, or if there is any missing, then we can escalate. Understood how we can check this? So SOP and your data should be checked. Done? Okay. Next. So it will be so many details here. So I'll not go through all this because now we are not working on anything. See, can you see this returns? There is some problem, yes, but this requires the most careful reconciliation. Say verbal contains approval 32 returns records. Okay, fine. Anyways, we'll correct it when we are actually working on the project. Okay, right. Only these two tables we have problem, returns and target versus actual. So there is some problem here. We can correct it actually. Understood how we can actually check? So this is how actually we can check and make sure that everything is fine. Done? Okay. Now let's go and we'll ask for second question. Let me know what are the data cleaning being done in the data attached. Please make only the list enough. Otherwise, it will give all the stories. So I want only the list so that I'll just understand because we are not going to clean anything now. Just want to make a list. Let's see what our list is. The data is huge. It is taking some time. Okay. So now I want to know if there are any data cleaning to be done. Let's do it. That cleaning also can be done by using Claude. That also, if you give Claude saying that the data cleaning has to be done, that also it will be done. But not everything we'll do in AI. Some will do traditional way also, so that we'll get some good experience as well. Okay, see here. Say data cleaning required, general master data. So it is giving me where all missing data is there. Okay. Say orders, remove duplicate order ID records. Then standardize order date. Let's open this and see. I'll open this. It is saying that standardize the data, that is date column. Okay. I don't know. Let me go and check. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Can you see here? Can you see this? Can you see the problem? So it is saying that you have to clean this. Right? That. Let's go back and see next. Identify and resolve missing customer ID. Okay. Do we have any missing customer ID? Let's check. There should be some blanks. Missing ID. See, there are so many missing IDs. Understood? Yeah. That. Next. Resolve missing invalid sales rep ID, delivery date, then delivery date for non-cancelled. So in this table, there are so many things to be cleaned. Next, order details. Remove zero quantities. Remove negative quantities in order details. If you go here to order details, it is saying there is quantity here. See, can there be negative quantity? Quantity, some number should be there, right? Yeah. When do we have this negative quantity? I'll tell you. maybe they would have borrowed from somewhere. Okay, they don't have the stock inventory, but they would have borrowed from somewhere. Now it's not there in the inventory, but they have to show it. So in that case, it might be minus in the negative. Say in the inventory means in the store, they don't have that particular product. They want 5 products. So immediately they'll purchase from somewhere outside. They'll not show it directly in the store. Directly they would have used. So they have to match it, correct? If they use here 5 products, and if they're not showing in the store, and again 5 products they'll bring and keep it, you know how much it will be? It'll show only 5. Then what happened to the 5 what they have purchased? There will be mismatch. So in that case, there might be negative. So people, all these business understandings should come by us. We should understand that. Okay. Right. So likewise, people, so we get all the list of, see, so many things we have to. Understood? So data cleaning. So here we have to clean all this. But anyways, so we can use Claude or ChatGPT for cleaning this as well. Not a problem. Okay, let me show you one example. Let's go here. Let's say we had a problem with the date, right? Here. Yeah. Now what I'll do, I'll go to this plot. Now here I'll say please standardize the date in column. This is not required. By a remote that is like we can save some tokens. Yeah. So let me run this. Now I'm asking Claude AI to correct that particular column. So we can do like this as well. Okay. So let's see. So people, if you learn AI properly, okay, so a lot of time can be saved. If the company has got AI, it is well and good. If not, what we should do, Copilot at least will be there. Okay, so you can use that as well. Let's see. 306 entries. Okay, formats converted. Right. Now let's go and check. Now let me see. See, all options. If not, it would have been not shown like this. Okay. Let's see if there are any other places where we have date. Let me just quickly check. Here we have see. Just checking this date. Okay. Here there is a problem. There must be some problem. Otherwise, it would have come something like this. Say if it is a date column, right? You will get like this. See, you can go here, you can check like this. Otherwise, if it is not proper, then it will be like this. It will come like an individual thing. See, can you see here? Slash, right? So we can also check like this. Or we can convert this into number itself. Let me just change this to number. Say they're all text. That's what is giving me false. Okay. Right. Let me go here. Say equals the value. Let me check this. Now let's try to convert this into data. So instead of AI also we can do, I'm just showing you that. See, can you see this? It got converted now. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm just checking whether it's a number. So the date will be considered as number actually. Internally it will be stored as number. Let me just check this. The date. See, no fonts there. Understood? So we can do it manually, or if you think you want to use AI, you can use AI also. Understood? So like this, you have to clean the data. Understood? Okay. So this is what we'll also be learning here so that, we can clean the data and get prepared for working on the project. Right. Next, after this, we have to make sure that, you know, after data cleaning, next is about listing all the KPIs. Okay. Let's go here. I'll say list the pages to be created for the dashboard using this data set. List only the page and type. Others will give again stories. So I just want to know the pages. If I feel that I need to add some more pages, then we can add it here. Say, please give me 5 pages. In that, sales executive summary, product and category performance, and more other things. So what we'll do, I just wanted only the list to check. Otherwise, I'll give the stories. Now what I'll do, I will say for these 5 pages, just list the KPIs. Don't give any calculations or formulas as of now. I just want only the list for these 5 pages. So the KPIs are nothing but the summarized reports. See? Okay. See? It's giving me all the KPIs, what we can actually use. Suppose I want the important 5 only, not everything. Then what I'll do? I'll go here and I'll mention for 5 pages, just list the 5 important KPIs. See, it is giving me all the KPIs for 5 pages, only 5 it is. Suppose if you want formulas for that, we can mention that. It will give the formulas as well so that we can create the project. Understood? Yeah. Right. Suppose if you think I want to create reports, I can mention the reports. Then I can mention which column I should use, which chart I should use. Let's go and do that. Say, list the reports to be created in each page. Okay, each page. Report name, columns to be used, charts to be created. Just give the list of the explanation. It is giving me the reports here. It is also giving me the columns to be used. And it's also giving me the kind of charts what we have to pull out. See? Understood? So people, you just have to make the steps, create one by one. That's it. The projects are done. That's why I told. So now it is very easy for us to work on any kind of projects quickly. So previously we had to sit for this planning itself was taking like more than a week. Right from discussions, the SOPs, kickoff meeting, this the data collection, data cleaning, everything. It was taking more than a week just to start the project. But now you just see, sitting in the class itself, within few minutes, we could actually get all the details now. Understood? So that much of, fast we can actually work on the projects. Done. So after this, again, we can go, we can sit and we can work. Suppose you think I want to ask the AI tool itself, which tool to use. Let me ask that. Let's see what it will say. Which tool to be used to create the dashboard? Excel or Power BI? I'm just asking it. Okay, let's see what it will give the answer. Power BI is the better choice. Why? It is also giving me see 5-page interactive dashboard. Then multiple related data sets, data model and relationship, tax and KPI measures, management dashboard, professional presentation. So all this can be done by Power BI. Nowadays, most of the advanced projects are actually done in Power BI itself. Okay. So why? Because Power BI projects are very easy to create. Just drag and drop. But Excel, we have to create all the reports. But don't worry, people. We'll work one project on Excel so that you know how Excel also can be used. And we'll work on some projects on Power BI as well. And we'll mix all the three, Excel, Power BI, SQL, and also we'll work on some projects. So that you'll get an idea how actually we can work on all these projects. Okay? Done all of you? Yeah? Good. Very good. So now we understood about this section, that is data and analytics. So how actually we can clean the data, okay, get this KPIs and all those things. Fine? Understood? Okay. So next about using the tools. Anyways, we already discussed about the tools now, right? Advanced Excel, SQL, Power BI. Okay. Suppose, okay, this is because we are learning in this particular classes. So suppose if the client is actually more interested in automation and dashboard and things like that, you can go for Python also. That is left to you. That is more advanced. Suppose if they're asking for tab, yes, you can go for Tableau also. Depends on you and the client, how the people are actually discussing. Okay. Right. So you can choose any of these tools, but we learn these three tools in depth along with the project. Okay. Right. Say our three core analytic tools, what we are learning in this sessions actually, in this course. Okay. But people, there are so many analytical tools. I'm not telling only these three. These three are the major tools which are used in the industry. So I request all of you, please make sure that you thoroughly learn Excel, thoroughly learn Power BI, and make sure that you are good in SQL as well. Why? Because if you learn SQL, then data management will become very easy. Okay. I will tell you how to study the data as well, right from the data type, what all you have to be considered before working on a project. Everything will learn. Okay, that is very important, people. Right? Say Excel, data preparation, formulas, reporting, ad hoc analysis. Power BI, data modeling, visualization, dashboard and KPIs, interactive reporting. SQL, data extraction, joins, filtering, aggregation, database analysis. Each tool has got its own capabilities, specialities. Okay. All right. Next. Next is we'll be learning 4 AI tools. What are those? Chat GPT. Just now you saw what all things you could have done. Chat GPT. Claude. I showed you an example with Claude also. Copilot. We'll work on this Copilot because this is something which is used in MS Office. Okay. So this Copilot is inbuilt by Microsoft itself. And then Gemini will use this for say creating the images. This is very interesting. But Rather than image, now ChatGPT also is giving good images as well. So you can either use Gemini or you can use ChatGPT. Anything is fine. Okay, but I'll show you both the tools. Gemini I use more for designing something because it's not so good for coding or research or something. This is very good. ChatGPT, Claude is very good. Suppose if you think you are working on some research work, then go for Perplexity because that's also very good. DeepSeek and Perplexity, they are good. Okay, right. AI is not a separate subject. It is part of analytics workflow. Don't get confused. AI tool, if you learn, don't think that everything AI only will do. It will do, but not 100% correct. Sometimes it might make mistakes. Again, I have to go and check. That's why I'll always go step by step. I only take the support. Don't depend completely on the AI tools. Don't completely depend on that. Say business, the first part what we did, right? Remember that SOP, kickoff meeting, and all those things. That is business. Data. Now what we started cleaning, understanding of the data, transformation, those things. Analysis. I tried getting the KPIs, the reports, right? We try to check what all reports we can create. That is called as analysis. Reporting. Remember that which chart we can create, which columns we can use for creating what kind of reports. That is reports. Then, if you know all this, then anyways, career is about after you master all this, after you feel confident about the subject, then you can start your career. Understood? Okay. Solution and client deliverables. This is the final stage. After once you finished all your project, everything is done. Okay. Say, analyze the data, data to patterns to insights. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to understand the complete project. We complete the project and then we have to review ourselves. We call it as internal review. So what we do is within our team itself or within our organization itself, we'll try to check that. Otherwise, before sending, we should be confident about our tool, right? So once it is done, they build the dashboard. This is all the dashboards, whatever we'll be building. Say KPIs, filters, and all these things we built. Then reports, data to report to decision. So these are all like part of the reports what we're actually creating. Okay. Now comes the client view. I created dashboard, internal review is done. Okay, all the things are there. So all the case studies, all the checklist, whatever we have for errors and all, everything is done. Then we'll sit with the client. What client review will be explaining the dashboard and the KPIs, explaining methodology in plain language, presenting insights with confidence, handling questions, feedback, and change request. So everything will be discussed here. Right from SOP, they'll take from there, they'll see all the requirements, the version changes, everything is considered. How the project was in the beginning, how the project, discussion went with multiple stages, how the output has come. So everything we discuss. If there are any changes, they'll again mention. It's not that this will be the final deliverable. The client thinks that, okay, after completing everything, then they feel, no, I wanted some changes here. They'll make list of changes. They might give, then again, we have to create one more SOP, fill all the changes to be done and keep it another version, start running. Okay. Client deliverable, after everything is done, client review, everything is done. See, dashboard, report, KPI summary, insights, recommendation, documentation. So all this will be in one place. Dashboard, report, and KPI summary. This will be in one dashboard itself. Business insights, recommendations, documentation. So all this we are sending like a separate presentations, like a PPT or it can be PDF. So any format, whatever the client asks. Okay, right. Why this is on the job training? This particular thing, why we call it as on the job training? Because we actually try to work on a project where the industries are really working. There might be data difference. The amount of data might differ, but whatever the industry is working, same kind of projects we are also working. Okay. Then comes your career. Say until this we understood until this. But whatever we are doing, this should be like a portfolio projects. I told you in the beginning of the first session that the projects what you are working is a portfolio project. What is portfolio project? Portfolio project should be like it should not be like small projects. It should be something where the industry should feel yes, this is something very good. The interviewer should feel yes, this is something which I can also learn something from this. When you actually prepare some projects, it should be very close to the industry. Then it is called as portfolio projects. I can give you the list of portfolio projects with you. I can give you once we've done this. I can share many more things. Okay. Right. The four projects become career assets for you. Why? Because you're trying to cover each and every industry in that four projects. Right? Almost the industry you're covering. Say project experience, then portfolio building, resume evidence, LinkedIn content, interview discussions, and career opportunity. Okay, you're trying to apply with various different strategies in various different places. Okay, build your professional profile. Say LinkedIn and resume. Both you should be ready. Profile creation and professional headline about section. So for this, the bootcamp I had given some documents. I don't know how many of you actually collected it, but don't worry. Again, I'll share it with you. I have a list of all the prompts for all the different sections. You just have to mention your resume. It will give you all the details where you can go update your details. Okay. Resume, it should be professional summary and skills. It should be ATS optimized resume. Also, I showed you in the bootcamp, right? How we can actually optimize it and how we should actually create the ATS friendly profile. But don't worry, people. In this session, I'll make you people sit and work the class itself so that people can finish your profile and start applying. Okay. I'll never promise that after you apply, immediately you'll get the job. But what is the standard procedure that we follow? Luckily, if you get some interviews, if you get the interviews, then there you should not lose the opportunity. Don't lose the opportunity because getting opportunity itself is like very difficult now. Once you're getting that, make sure that you will, try to somehow you'll try to crack it. That should be your confidence. Okay, right. Learn to read the job description. JD is very important. Based on the JD only, your interviews will happen. Role, required skills, responsibilities, qualification, keywords. ChatGPT is there. Take the JD, study it very well. Compare that with your profile, what you have created, and see where all the keywords are missing. If there are any keywords missing, try to add it. Okay, so that your profile is actually screened and selected that ATS software. Okay, all right. Next, build a portfolio that shows what you can do. I created a dashboard, list of tools. You clicked through, say, screenshots with no context. Don't do this. See what you should do. I solved this business problem using data, business understanding, data cleaning, analysis, KPI, dashboards, insight, recommendations. So all these things are have to make sure that it is completely professional. Okay, that you don't worry. These are all things what will be working together. Okay, so I'll be with you. Job search and interview preparation. So for this also, I'll be there with you. Okay, what all interview questions the companies will ask and what all strategies you should use. Job list of, we'll try to see where all we can apply apart from the LinkedIn. There are other web portals. We'll try to figure out and we'll try to apply there as well. Okay. Career guidance, I will give you the complete career guidance for the people. So don't worry about it. What all you should plan for the next level actually. Okay, after this, that I will give you the details. Okay, the career journey, understand the business, work with real data, use AI, build 4 projects, then create your portfolio, build your resume, optimize LinkedIn, target right jobs, apply strategically, prepare for interviews, job ready, data professional. So this is the complete flow for the entire course what we are. Okay. So technically, professionally, then AI tools. So all these things are mixed in this particular, you know, the entire course actually. Okay. Right. Say your real world analytical journey. So already we saw this, but to just review. So we have the 4 projects: client discussions, business requirement kickoff, SOP, data cleaning, okay, business questions, right tools, what tools we have to use, AI tools, then analysis, dashboard reporting, client review, portfolio, resume, job search, and job ready data professional. All these things already we have discussed from the beginning, right? Just a summary, just go through this flow. This is how actually we'll be learning. Okay, so that we will not miss any of the steps. Okay, right. So people, which tool should I learn? Can I create this dashboard? I know Excel, SQL, Power BI. That stop thinking like that. Say, what does the business problem require? What decision will make dashboard help the business, go high? I can use the right tools to solve a business problem. So start thinking now like this. Don't think more of technical now. Think more of how actually the business problems can be solved. That is what the companies are looking for now. They are not saying that I want Excel experts. Those days are gone. You see the JD, most of things will be on analytical skills only. But for that, we need to have these technical tools as well. Okay. Right. So your first real world challenge. So we'll be start working on the projects. Okay. So that from tomorrow we'll start working on. First, we try to understand the project, and then AI tools, and then we'll also learn about the the analytical tools. Okay. So tomorrow itself we'll start practicals. I'll explain all the project first half. Second half, we'll try to work on the project. That is, we start Excel right from all the basic things. We'll see how the project can be done. Before the project is done, our Excel, all the chapter subjects will be done. Like that, we'll do. Okay, I'll try to prepare one project like that. Already the data is there, right? I'll bring all the details to we start working. Let's take, it's not that we have to finish in 1 month only. Even if it is taking some 5 days extra also. I feel that we can finish it because there is this completely AI, right? So we can finish it. But suppose if it is taking time, let's not worry. We can still work on it. Okay. Right. So the analyst first tool is not software. It is the right questions. You should start asking questions. Okay. Right. Don't just learn the tools, learn how to think, work, and present. This is what you should have in your mind, like a data analytics professional. So you should, if you want to become a data analytics professional, you should start thinking, say how to think, work, and present. That means you should think in a very common sense. Okay. Your projects will speak for you. That means your certificate may show that you completed a program. Right? That's all you can do, right? Your projects will show what you can actually, what problem you solved and how you approached it, what data you used and which tools you selected, what you discovered, delivered, and personally contributed. So make sure that you work on more projects. Then only you can feel more comfortable in working on more other projects in the companies. Okay? Right. So the key takeaways, anyways, I've already discussed, right? So this is what we'll be learning in the entire course what we have. Okay, AI powered data analytics and reporting. It will be a fast track with AI plus the three tools Excel, Power BI, and S. Okay, so as told, 12 o'clock, sharp we try to start the session and like afternoon 2:30. Okay, from tomorrow we'll have a lot of things to work on. So we'll take 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes, and then we'll take some 15 minutes to 20 minutes for discussions. Okay. Right. So I will stop here. And the people online, you have any questions, you can ask me. I will answer. People, any questions?
Hi, sir. I have one
Yeah,
doubt.
Deepika. Yeah, yeah.
Sir, BRD, FRD, is that the same as SOP or is a different one?
What is that?
BRD, FRD.
What is BRD effort? Even I'm not sure because we actually use
Oh,
SOP.
okay. No, now we see that in some job discussion like BRD, FRD, and ELIG methodology, Scrum Masters, SLDC, like
No,
that.
no,
On
see,
the,
see, see,
huh,
Scrum Master and all those things are actually strategies. Okay, those are all
okay.
some technical things actually. Agile, Scrum Master, and
Yeah,
all those things.
Agile
Yeah,
methodologies.
Agile. Those are all
So,
project management steps actually. They are
okay.
all some softwares which are used for preparing the steps. If you want more details on that, I'll check and I'll get back to you because we don't work much on those things.
But
So
when we see job description, we get those
uh,
things in the job description, no, sir. That is what, like, is it related to business analyst or only the
see, if it is
particular?
coming under data analytics, then I can tell.
Huh,
Because you see the
okay.
job description in various different roles, then
Mm,
I don't think we should bother about it. If it is
okay.
specifically mentioned in data analytics role, then
Huh.
yes, you should consider that and see what you can do. But if that is not there, usually I don't think in data analytics you'll get all from master and all.
In
This
business
comes,
analyst, few
yeah,
I
business
saw as
analytics, yes, it will be
BRD,
there. No,
FRD.
business analytics, it will be there because it is more of, planning. Okay, so there you
Okay.
might actually see that agile, but still, don't worry, I will
Mm,
check that and I'll get back to you
okay.
with complete details. Because
Okay. Okay, sir.
most of the data analytics have not seen this agile, Scrum Master and all. So
Correct.
still, if you think there are some JDs which are, considering that, then let me check that and see how that can be used in data.
Okay.
Business analytics, yes, that will be there. That I know. Not in
Okay.
data analytics, but still, give me some time. I'll check and I'll get
Sure.
back to you. Okay.
Sure. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Hmm. No questions. Right, people. Any other questions? Right. So if you don't have any questions, I will log off now. But tomorrow we'll have a very long day. There's a lot of practicals and everything are there. And within a short period of time, we have to finish a lot of things. But don't worry, I'll not hurry. But we'll take the help of AI so that we can finish things on time with the complete understanding of that particular topic. Okay. Right, people. So take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.